Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Brushed by Jude at 116 First Avenue in Oskaloosa brings life back to your furniture. What was once viewed as dated or old-fashioned is transformed to have a whole new life ahead of it. Stop in and see Judy Gronendijk for furniture restoration. Plus, there are classes to learn how to paint furniture. Go to brushedbyjude.com for hours and more information. And stop in on the south side of the square in Oskaloosa to do some Christmas shopping at Brushed by Jude. The Keokuk County Veterans Affairs Office in Sigourney wishes you the very best this holiday season. And please remember those that aren't with their families this year, as they are protecting our great country. For more information on Keokuk County Veterans Affairs, contact Michelle Herman, the Veteran Affairs Administrator, at 101 South Main in Sigourney. Colbert Feed in Sigourney, more than just a feed mill. Colbert Feed is your horse source in Keokuk County. We provide bulk or bag feed for your livestock. We have a selection of horse feed, dog food, cat food, and bird food. Colbert Feed is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. You can stop by and see Colbert Feed by the Expo in Sigourney or call 641-622-2828. That's Colbert Feed in Sigourney.
Happens everywhere and even around our food supply. Fear of farming practices and food label claims are beating us up on Successful Farming Radio.
Successful Farming Radio, providing information farmers need in the field, in the shop, and in the office. Committed to growing your business in agriculture.
Check out our full lineup of Successful Farming podcasts. The Successful Farming podcast goes in-depth into the topics that affect farmers and ranchers. The 15 Minutes with a Farmer podcast offers a quick conversation between an editor and a farmer. The SF Shorts podcast offers bite-sized interviews about agricultural topics. And the SF Daily podcast covers commodity markets, weather, and the big things happening in agriculture each morning. Search for Successful Farming wherever you download your podcasts.
This year, American farmers will harvest 2.8 billion bushels of wheat and 15.1 billion bushels of corn. And to this day, American road workers have built 4.2 million miles of roads and counting. We're proud that John Deere machines rolling off the line here in the USA play a part in supporting Americans who work the land and build a better tomorrow. Nothing runs like a Deere. Learn more at johndeere.com/manufacturing.
The misrepresentation of our food supply is becoming the bully on the playground. Marketing labels and misinformation are making us feel guilty about our food choices. Farmers are being shamed over their farming practices, leading to distrust. Neuroscience and psychology shows our brains are being manipulated and instilling a cycle of fear. Michelle Payne has a podcast and new book called Food Bullying: How to Avoid Buying BS. She says positioning one food as superior to another is at the heart of food bullying. Why is this happening? People are disconnected from the farm.
They still trust farmers, but they don't trust the practices of farming. So with the disconnect comes distrust, and with the distrust comes more fear, and the bullies leverage that fear. For example, people want the perfect story of food. There is no perfect story of food. There's no perfect way to farm, just as there's no right food.
People have the right to ask questions. The challenge is to help them understand how food is raised and how to decipher fact from fiction.
Helping people know the science, know the source, or know the system is the recommendation that I make in food bullying so that they can critically evaluate those claims that are out there. At the same time, I would strongly suggest that farmers work to provide context to the practices that they use on farm. And by context, I mean explaining the why behind why we do what we do.
I'm Jody Henke. Read more about food bullying and what to do about it at agriculture.com.